history. Right? And some evidence through the Bible that this is our history book. There's not no religion book. That's what we are here to show people. Are you familiar with what's going on a little bit right now? Do you be seeing this on video, TV, like YouTube or whatever is going on right here? Well, God raising this people up right now. We in those last days. Most High put a spirit in us to come out here and do these things. Right? Give me Romans 13:11. Watch this, sir. Watch this, sir.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11.
Bring it out.
And that
That's your phone? I'm gonna make sure you hit it. All right.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11.
Watch this, sir.
And that knowing the time,
The time is what?
that now is the high time
High time, sis.
to wake out of sleep.
We need to wake up. That's what this saying. It's high time for us to wake up right now because we're in the last day. Now you can see there's a lot of rumors of wars and all this going on, a lot of famine going on. You know, they're putting our brothers and sisters in Walmarts, because those are our brothers and sisters, they're Mexicans. All right? They're from the northern tribe.
Yeah,
You know that?
I love that.
Right. Also the Native Indians, Hispanics, all of them, the Latinos, right? Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, those are our Latin brothers, Latino brothers.
Well, I am Choctaw.
Oh yeah? All right, well, you might be from the tribe of Gad. And look, see this? Tribe of Gad, Native American Indians. So you're from the tribe of Gad. You understand that? You are from the 12 tribes of Israel. Understand that? Keep going. Watch this.
Verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And that knowing the time, that now is the high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Because Christ about to come back and destroy all this, him and the angels. And he's going to save his people that's keeping the commandments right now. Right? And commandments, I'm going to give you a commandment. You can do the right at 22 o'clock. Come over here, sis. Come up under here. Come up under here. So come up under here so you don't get rained on. Check this out.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Bring it out.
The woman,
This is a commandment to the children of Israel. We are the children of Israel. Right here.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure you keep an eye on this. All right, come here.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man,
The woman shall not wear what's pertaining to a man, meaning pants and shorts and stuff like that. Watch
neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a dress or anything. Watch this.
For all that do so
For all that do so
are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
abomination to the Lord thy God. Since we stopped following those commandments, the Most High have been punishing us. Steady punishment.
1 verse 1.
Check it out, sir.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me,
Right?
because the Lord had anointed me to
Right.
preach good tidings unto the meek.
Right.
He had sent me to bind up the brokenhearted,
Right.
and proclaim liberty to the captives,
Right?
and the opening of the prisons to them that are bound,
Right.
to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn.
All day long. Now watch this, sis. Give me Proverbs 24:20. Step in our ways. Watch this, sis. This is what happened to you just now, right? So Proverbs 20:24.
What you want?
20:24.
Proverbs chapter 20:24.
Bring it out.
Man's goings are of the Lord.
Man's goings are of the Lord. So the Most High brought you right here today. You understand that? For a reason. Keep going.
Man's goings are of the Lord.
Uh-huh.
How can a man then understand his own way?
You're not going to understand what happened just now. That brought you here. You understand? Right now.
No, really and truly, I need to go get my old man and bring him here.
Okay, then we're going to give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1. I'm about to bring you and show you how we know we the children of Israel. Isn't that an important question? Like, how you know it? Watch this up.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1.
Are you familiar a little bit about the scriptures a little bit? Are you familiar about when let me know, I see y'all doing that. Are you familiar when Moses came to deliver the children of Israel out of Egypt?
Just know, I know Jesus.
Just answer me.
I know.
If it is, I'm
He
gonna
loves
make
me,
it a little
and I
sweet
love
for you.
him.
Okay, so you familiar when Moses came to deliver the children of Israel out of
Right,
Egypt?
right.
Okay, so
And they grieved over Moses so long
Right.
that God got angry.
that's right.
And he told them
Uh-huh.
they only have a 30-day grievance period.
Okay.
No more.
Okay, so he read them some commandments, right? So you know who those children of Israel was? You know who those people is today? That's us.
That's why.
That was us in the
So
wilderness.
that's why he said when he get his 144,000 and he coming back.
Let's go straight to Deuteronomy 20:68, 15.
It
Watch
might not
this.
look like I know, but I know.
Okay, watch this up. Watch this up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
So this is the commandments. the blessings and the curses were read to the children of Israel, read to our ancestors back in the days, right? And what did it say?
But it shall come to pass,
Meaning it's going to happen to y'all.
Oh, everything in there gonna come to
if
pass.
thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we don't hearken and listen to the voice of the Lord,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes,
Right.
which I command thee this day, that
all these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake
Okay,
thee.
now this is my thing. My old man said he was a Muslim. So when I talk about Jesus, he get offended.
Ask him who are the people of the Quran.
You know his work.
Do
So
we
it's
know,
just that
do we know the people of the Quran as the Arabs?
I don't know. I think
That's what the Quran is.
he need to. I need to bring him around here.
Yeah, right.
For real. Y'all gonna bless him. Y'all would bless him. Cause I tried. I keep trying. You know, but hey, it
You
is
stay
what
around
it
him?
is.
You stay around him?
Yeah, right on next street.
Look, this is the Holy Quran, right? Now, Muslim is a religion.
That's right.
This is a history book for the children of
He
Israel.
used to be a Mason.
Oh yeah? Well, even those are going to be destroyed when Christ comes back. The Masons and everybody else that's not keeping God's law,
He
statutes.
was a
and
Mason first, then when he went to jail, he did his 12 years, he came home, he was a Muslim
What's
when
his
he came
name?
back home.
What's his name?
Right.
Gary,
Gary?
Gray, he called him Crawfish, his nickname.
Well, tell him to read this when you get a chance. This is the cow. This is 2 Surah 120, 122 and 123 and something. O ye children of Israel.
How long y'all gonna be out
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
O ye children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and that I exalted you above all people.
So who are the children of Israel? There you go. So they're saying that in his Quran.
That's in his Quran.
But when like I said, when I go to talk about the Lord, you get offended. And type shit like that. You gotta be a man of God.
He has to be a man in the house. He was the
Real
one.
talk.
He the one supposed to take charge. Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. Watch this, sis.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Right? Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
The head of the man is Christ,
and the head of the woman is the man.
and the head of you should be your man, right? If he's not leading you right, keep going.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God.
Right.
So even Christ have a head,
Yeah.
right?
And that's why I try to get him to understand. You got to love Christ in order to get to God.
God.
I don't
Precept.
understand.
She said she knew God. I wanted to
Bring it
give
out.
her precept. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
If we do what?
If we keep his commandments.
So we know him if we do what?
Keep his commandments.
And what?
He that said, I know him,
He that said that I do know him,
and keepeth not his
and
commandments,
you don't keep his commandments, sis,
is a liar.
he's a what?
Right.
Is a liar.
He's a liar.
And the truth is not in him.
So we have to start keeping these commandments.